What's going on? So AlternativeNation.net did an article about Axl Rose. So they have an article which is about the 10 times Axl Rose was great without Slash and Duff McKagan. Now, if you guys want to see the whole article, I've pasted it down below. So he talked about, one of the instances being when he played with the Rolling Stones. When we played with the Rolling Stones back in 1989. If you guys remember, Guns N' Roses opened, I think it was 3 or 4 shows for the Stones, and that was the infamous concert series where he basically called out Slash for dancing with Mr. Brownstone. This one's one of my favorites when he performed Free Fallin' and Heartbreak Hotel with Tom Petty. Two of my favorite musicians playing together on the same stage was unreal. Back when the VMAs were actually cool, now they're just a terrible award show. When he performed Bohemian Rhapsody with Elton John at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, another highlight I definitely agree with. Back in Black with AC/DC. Who would have thought that Axl would be a great fill-in for AC/DC? I actually prefer his singing in AC/DC than I do with Guns N' Roses, at least for the live shows, anyways. His Rock in Rio concert back in 2001, performed Knocking on Heaven's Door. This is really the first time the public had seen Axl, prior to this, after the split with Slash and Duff and the old members. And this performance was interesting because his voice I didn't really like during the concert. He lost a lot of his rasp, but so he had more of a cleaner voice. But there's definitely some memorable moments from that concert. And now they also look at the Chinese Democracy album, Better. Better is one of my favorite songs off the album. It was actually leaked ahead of time, like a lot of the songs off the album were. This one I actually haven't listened to, Sailing, from his London 2006 concert. As you know, Axl would do covers from that every now and then. There was a time from the Hammerstein shows back in 2006. That was the first shows Axl really played after the 4-year hiatus after the failed 2002 North America tour. There was a time is easily one of my favorite songs off of Chinese Democracy. This is another show from 2010, You're Crazy. If you remember back in 2010, Axl did and that version of Guns N' Roses did a lot of like impromptu shows, some club shows. They showed up to like people's weddings and did shows too. And then Night Train from Rock Am Ring 2006. 2006, Axl's voice was on fire. I wish we had Axl's voice from 2006. Now in some of these reunion shows, because Axl's voice is good, but it's not what it was in 2006. Of course, because he's older now as well. So that does it for the list. If you guys want to read the whole list and see the clips, hit the description box down below, and you guys can check it out. Does it for today's news. Thanks for watching, guys.